Washington recently announced a diplomatic boycott of the upcoming Winter Olympics. Several Western powers have followed suit. The move was made citing Beijing's human rights abuses in the Xinjiang region. Seong-woo provides a deeper analysis of where the U.S. and China differ on the issue.
Several Western powers, led by the United States and advocacy groups, have long accused the Chinese government of crimes against humanity against the Uyghur minority in its northwest province of Xinjiang.
Now, the Uyghurs are a distinct ethnic and religious minority in the Xinjiang region. They are a Muslim group, and they are ethnically and culturally more related to Central Asia than they are to the Han culture of China.
The allegations, which China denies, include mass detentions, labor camps, the banning of religious practices, political indoctrination, torture, and forced sterilization.
There's also a concept in international law called cultural genocide. It's more contested, but it has been around, and the argument here would be that China is, if not trying to physically destroy the Uyghurs in their bodily form, it's trying to destroy their culture.
Citing what it labels acts of genocide, the White House early this week announced a diplomatic boycott of the upcoming Winter Olympics in Beijing, prompting several other nations to follow suit, a move welcomed by the Uyghur community in Turkey.
China these days is carrying out a genocide against Uyghur Turks, as everyone knows, killing millions of people there in a genocide. In such a situation, it is ridiculous to hold an Olympics there in China, and in my view, it is like pouring scorn on the humanity of the whole world.
China has vowed resolute countermeasures against the boycotts, calling the accusations fabricated pretexts. After initially denying the existence of the Xinjiang camps, Beijing has since shifted to referring to them as vocational training centers, aimed at reducing the appeal of Islamic extremism. According to experts, its stance is linked to how differently the country approaches human rights compared to the West.
When it comes to issues related to Xinjiang or Hong Kong, protection of its sovereignty from foreign interference in internal affairs is prioritized over values like human rights and democracy.
December 10th, Human Rights Day, commemorates the United Nations' 1948 adoption of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, championed by former U.S. First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt, to bridge cultural divides and unite the world on the subject. A purpose that still resonates strong now, some 7 decades later. Seong-woo, Arirang News.